to separate. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
History was made in Starkville, Mississippi. Did you know that Davis-Wade Stadium for the Bulldogs of Mississippi State is the second oldest Division I-A campus football stadium, opened in 1914 as Scott Field? The cowbells are clanging every time you visit Starkville, Mississippi. Nice.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Gamecocks ready to put toe together, and here we go. And this game will start with a kickoff going out of bounds and give this offense tremendous opening field position. Bunch formation for these receivers. Tells the run, wants to pass. He's going for it all. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
Oh, he just misses on the big downfield shot, and I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but I'll tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
Second and long here. On the delay, it's Wilson. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses.
Snagged in, there's running room. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Wants to go up top on second down. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Needs it. Not going to get there, and the decision to go for it on fourth down does not work.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences are that now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Using his legs, it's Clark. Plows through the defense. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Defense wants to bring the heat. Sells to run, looking to pass. Fires downfield. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. The Gamecocks, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. On the move. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to pass, it's Duckworth. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose, it'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They'll run with the Auguste. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Taylor wants to throw. Buying time to his right. Right side, it's Taylor. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They'll run this play from the pistol. Going to the running game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. This time, they'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. Across the 45. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Lets it fly. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Got him downfield. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. Hauls it in. Could not make his way to the corner.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Taylor wants to throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And the point after is good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. To the air, it's Duckworth. He'll pull it down and run. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run out of the gun with Isaiah Auguste. At the 20, he's got space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period.
Number 24, set to advance on the football.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They've got a first down here to open the period. Quarterback changing the play. Taylor wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Finds a crease, it's Crosby. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. He's brought down. Couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Running behind that left side. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The fake wants to throw. Fires into the end zone. Incomplete. He was going for the touchdown.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Dropping back, it's Duckworth. Keeping his eyes downfield. Looking to the end zone, it's incomplete.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Hits the hole. It's Crosby. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Bulldogs are facing 3rd and inches. Trying to squeak through the pile. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. The give on 4th. Shakes off the defender. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. Mississippi State going up-tempo. Well, the head coach said he was going to be aggressive. 4th and 2 is kind of right on that edge, but he goes for it and gets it done.
He said he was going to be aggressive, and he backed it up. That's one thing you want to see. You want to hear your coaches talk, and you want to see them back it up on the field.
Officials are stopping the clock as there is still a Mississippi State player down on the field. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Taylor wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Taylor. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's 1st down at the 27. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the 1st down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
On the run, it's Crosby. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Crosby. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. He leaves it with the back. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Moves the pocket. It's Duckworth. Look out! Takes the easy throw in the flat. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting them on the ground.
Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. First play of this drive. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Long way to go on 2nd down. The hand to the running back. Got some green grass.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. They'll run it with Wilson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Moving out to the right. At the 45 on his way. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure, but this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, he's making good decisions. If a guy's open, he's throwing it. But if it's not, he's not even hesitating. I'm going to go get what I can get a 1st down with my speed and athleticism. Let's keep this drive rolling.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
The lone back's got it. Pick up of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Quickly to the tight end. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Taylor wants to throw it. Looking for the end zone. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Touchdown, Bulldog! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Unloads to the wideout. Couldn't set his feet.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Rushes on. Zings it complete to the right. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Third down play from the gun. They get to him as he throws. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He'll take a deep shot here. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We start with Arizona taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks. And it's Arizona on top right now as they look to move to 6-2. We've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly from this group, and yet here they are, very much in the mix in their league. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They'll start on the ground with Isaiah Auguste. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking to throw, it's Duckworth. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield.
The second down pass, complete to the wideout. Gain of 20. And that's good enough for a first down.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Drops back on first down. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
Second and long here. He's looking to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
And this QB's got to find his rhythm. Like, he's out of sorts right now. He's out of sync. The ball's not coming out on time. The ball's not in rhythm. The receivers and quarterbacks and tight ends have got to get on the same page, man. This offense has got to get something going positive because they've just been struggling through the air.
Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Hits inside, it's Clark. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4, they'll mark it at the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on first down, it's 2nd and 6. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And that's this guy's 3rd catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And that one will give him the lead. That's his 3rd touchdown in the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. So as soon as they step on the field here in the 3rd quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. He's past the sticks. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Makes a grab and room to run. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Henderson. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
He's changing the play. Just feeds the running back. He's past the marker. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And how about stubbornness being rewarded for this offense? Like, They gave it to him, and sometimes that will deter people when you hand it to him and he doesn't get a good gain. But, nah, stick right to it. Give him the ball again. Nice job getting the play. Nice job by this offense staying stubborn with the running game.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And, man, that's just something you don't want to see a lot of as a defense, man. You don't want that running back getting to the second level where your defensive backs now have to make plays. Those guys are paid to cover. And, yes, they are paid to cover wide receivers, to make sure that they don't get open, not to make tackles consistently. So the defensive line, the linebackers, got to do a better job stopping this run.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running the red zone, it's Wilson. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll run him again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Taylor wants to throw. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. On the ground, it's Clark. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Selling the fake. Oh, that's going to be a safety.
Great job on the safety there. And how about the D tackle just collapsing the pocket? There was nowhere for the quarterback to step up into to try to buy himself some time. That D tackle walked his man right into the lap of the QB, and he gets the safety.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. The running back has it. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Taylor wants to throw it. Throw to the right side, that's Wilson. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Right at the line. He'll have enough to give Mississippi State a first down.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the draw, it's Wilson. Oh, he's got some space. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Swarmed under 5-yard loss on the play. Mississippi State right back to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
After run, now throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Looking for the marker. He won't get there. The defense with a 4th down stop.
And, man, when I was in school, man, you didn't really work on 4th down. Like, 3rd down was a big priority. Nowadays, so many people going for it. This is the 2nd time they've gone for it already. First time they were successful, but defense prepared, ready to rock and roll. They make the play, and they get the turnover.
See some running room. Here's a little room there. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. The play fake. Oh, pressure's coming. The throw. He's got an open man. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
I think most offensives around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
On the stop.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Getting late, pressure building, huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. Wants to throw, it's Duckworth. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. And the offense has a gift back on the field after the costly special teams error. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He's going for the goal line. Sweet little juke, and he's going to wind up picking up 8. Officials are stopping the clock as there is still a Mississippi State player down on the field. That's the senior safety being evaluated by medical personnel. Holly will let us know what's going on with him. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Ready. Come on, 88. Go, go.
Tries again to get it in. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
This 3rd down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! Still a 1-score game, and they've got a little breathing room.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Taylor wants to throw. Right side, it's Taylor. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Unloads to the right. He's got it. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Handoff to the single back. A 5-yard pickup there leaves him with 3rd down and 5.
And this offense has got to get somewhere. Right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Right back to the well. Got the 1st down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
Finds his target. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Mississippi State rings the cowbell in the red zone. Taylor wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up third down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And the defense gave up some yards late in the game, but when it mattered most, when the offense had a chance to go in here and take the lead late in this football game, they absolutely closed the door, get the INT, and get the ball back to their offense.
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. On the ground, it's Clark. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Handoff for Auguste. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at 13. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David